It'll be pretty bright by then, I don't know.
That good a time, is it? You're having that good a time? This not big friends back home as well. Hey guys.
Better than last week.
Yeah.
A lot of people say I miss them when I'm there anyway, so. Haven't it? Attitude a lot better.
Oh, loads better, yeah. More, you know, we thought we prepared all right for last week. We thought his attitude was good in training, but obviously it let us down on game day. But I think we had a really good couple of attitude sessions, if you like, in the week, where we ripped into each other. And I thought, you know, it was apparent from the word go, we got a really good control of the area. I thought for the first 30 minutes, you know, we really dominated that aspect of the game, controlled the ruck really well, and you know, got the field position. We felt it would tell later in the game, but with us, you know, sometimes when we get it wrong, we get it horribly wrong, and you know, conceded a couple of soft tries, and the sin bin sort of didn't help us a little bit. But I'm pleased, you know, with the way that when we got in a tight game, we didn't sort of let it affect us, and we were good enough to come through at the end and, you know, put it away pretty comfortably.
Rich, was there any confusion about the sin binning, because it came quite a while after the warning?
Somebody tip you up? Well, we did ask Steve at half time if the warning was still on, but it was a couple of minutes after half time, and he said the warning were off, but James Webster asked him, and he thought James Webster was working for OKR. So Steve, I said I won't mention it in press, but you know, so, but having said that, Steve's right. You know, if the warning's still on, I know, even though he said that to us, it's irrelevant. You know, if warning's still on and Kermo's done it, then you know, he's right. He's right to sin bin him. I thought it was a bit disappointing call, if I'm honest. I'm not too sure it really warranted a bin, and I'm not too sure about the warning. But you know, we got it, and they had a sin bin early goals as well. So you know, we both played the respective 80 minutes with the same amount of talent. I thought losing Kyler sort of. At the time, I thought we were getting well on top. I thought he was carrying the ball extremely well for us, and I thought that took a little bit out of us, and we had to use us as front rowers a little bit longer and a little bit earlier off the bench than we might have done ordinarily. But you know, we handled it okay, and you know, Rally's first game back and Timmy Smith's first game back, and we thought they made a big difference to us team.
You're very critical about the contact area last week. I mean, that was outstanding at times.
Yeah, we were non-existent. You know, it was non-existent, and it wasn't as if you know, we felt there were any surprises. But you know, a lot of people talked about last year with us. You know, last year's gone, but so is last week, and we just got to look forward. We know that there's always going to be things that we've got to fix up and address along the way, and got to iron out, because you know, last year, I'm talking about it now. Last year we did pride ourselves on being a hard-working team, a really hard-working team, and we just didn't work out enough in that area, and we're prepared to get in the physical contest enough. But we did tonight. You know, we did against quite a big physical pack, and I thought for large periods of the game, we did dominate that area, and it gave us a platform, gave us a better platform. I thought his kicking game went awry a little bit for a period in the second half. But we got that back on, and you know, managed to get some good ball. And Timmy's a player that if you give him enough people around him and a bit of a platform, he can come up with some good plays. And I thought Ben Cockayne, you know, OKR fans are really appreciative of Ben Cockayne. I think that's great. And another game that opposing fans respect so much. Players that have given their all for other clubs, because it doesn't always work that way. And I think that's, you know, a great sort of tribute to the OKR fans. But I'm sure they'll be cursing him a little bit tonight.
Tim Smith was in, people were wanting back against it, Rich, but Andy Raleigh obviously come back in and did really well, didn't he? And kind of.
Yeah, Andy's a guy that's probably a little bit underestimated. He's quiet, he goes about his work, he just gets his job done. But I think your teammates that you're playing with really appreciate players that can, you know, he's a bit of an unsung hero for us, go about, and you know what you're going to get from him every week. He's had a difficult pre-season, he's had one or two little niggles. You know, he didn't have a sort of great period during the trials, and obviously he missed last week, and he was well short of a run. But I thought his performance tonight, you know, shows that he's mentally and physically, you know, an experienced player. And I thought he got through the game really well, and he'll get better. You know, he will get some longer minutes out of him as the season progresses.
How is Carl?
talking even more gibberish than usual.
It was alright.
Yeah, he's alright. He is alright. But yeah, he was knocked out, and they said he just kept repeating himself and you know, talking a load of rubbish, which is hard for the medics to sort of differentiate whether he actually did have an head knock or not. But no, he's alright. He's good. He'll have to pass an head test to play next week because he was out, and you know, I think I hope, you know, help both players have come through that you know, look to get quite serious injuries.
Did Justin Fleur have a bit of a niggle towards the end there?
Just tightened up on his hamstring a bit, felt it a little bit at half time, but he stuck his hand up for another shot into the second half, and we really needed it at that time as well. You know, Amo got his knock, and it could have been a worry for us, but he stuck his hand up and said he'll manage. You know, he'll get through and he'll manage 10 minutes, and I thought he did it. I thought he did it exceptionally well at a time when we needed it. So no, it do us good. Do us good to get that win in front of his own fans. I think there were plenty of people that would have been very quick to come out of the woodwork and have a crack at us last week, and rightly so. You know, we asked for it, but you know, hopefully we've seen tonight that we can be a really competitive team if we get certain elements of this game in order.
Any more questions? Thank you.
Cheers. Hey guys. Cheers. Nice to see you again. See you guys.